we got some breaking news that actually broke on the Jets Media podcast that just wrapped up a few minutes ago with Jack. The New York Jets have released running back Michael Carter. Now, the funny thing about this is I actually predicted the Jets to make a personnel change. On the podcast earlier in the show, if you guys were tuned in, I said that Robert Saleh mentioned a personnel change potentially happening on the offense. And my prediction was it was going to be Izzy to get the nod and Michael Carter would be a healthy scratch. Now, I didn't predict a cut. I predicted a healthy scratch. But my theory here, he had a great rookie season. Year 2 was a little downer year for him. Year 3, he's in year 3 right now with this Jets team, and he hasn't been able to play with Breece Hall in the addition of Dalvin Cook, and he had a critical penalty against the Raiders that led him to the bench. And the Jets did not, everyone keeps saying the Jets got to hold their players more accountable. Well, the Jets benched Michael Carter after his crack block penalty, which prevented the Jets to get a first down on a big third down throw to Xavier Gibson, and Michael Carter did not see the field. Michael Carter did not see the field since then. So that's kind of where I'm at with this whole situation. Definitely shocking news. Definitely did not see this one coming, folks. My audio. Yo, what's going on with my audio? You guys can't hear me? Well, hopefully refresh the stream. Refresh the stream. I don't know what's going on with my audio, but it should be good. Should be good. Sorry about that. My audio should be good. Let me know if I'm good in the chat. Sorry if you're watching some replay. Apparently, we had some technical difficulties. But yeah, we have some breaking news. And like I said, this is going to open up Izzy Abanikanda's opportunity. And I think, and this is my theory here, I'll say it again for the people that are just tuning in. I predicted that the Jets personnel change was going to be elevating Izzy to kind of spark new life into this run game. And the Jets probably presented it to Michael Carter saying, we're thinking about doing a change and we're going to bench you and you're going to be a healthy scratch and Izzy's going to get his chance. And my assumption is Michael Carter did not want to hear that. And he said, if you're going to bench me, then cut me. So the Jets waived him and now he's going to find a new home. Now, this is definitely, something that you want to talk about accountability. This is holding your player accountable. They didn't just bench the man, they cut him. So this is really interesting stuff. You see that there's something going wrong with this offense, and it's not like Michael Carter's the reason why this offense stinks, right? He barely plays. But when he does play, he has no impact on the season, right? He had a drop on Sunday night, and then he had a bad penalty. That's going to result in some type of, move like this. And it sucks because I really do love Michael Carter. I really do. I really did. I think Michael Carter is a great human. I thought he brought a lot of spark to the locker room. I thought that he had a slippery feeling to him. And now he is off the team. We have some people in the chat saying, can't hear me. Can you guys hear me? I'm getting confused. You guys in the chat are confusing me. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but hopefully you can. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the chat right now of this breaking news, because this definitely came out of nowhere. Again, I expected the Jets to make a move and give Izzy a chance, and it's documented. I said it on my podcast this morning that Saleh referred to a personnel shift, and my guess was going to be Izzy getting his chance. I didn't think he was going to turn into a cut of Michael Carter. Michael Carter, I hope you find a new home, and I hope you thrive, because Carter's a good dude, man. He's a good dude, and this is crazy. The duo of Elijah Moore and Michael Carter is no more. First, it was Elijah Moore last year, and now it is Michael Carter this year. So that is interesting. It's interesting because Carter is such a likable guy, so it's like you feel for him. He brought a personality to the team. He brought a lot to this team. He really did. But on the field, he didn't bring a lot. So I feel like that's the reason why some Jets fans are a little perplexed by this decision, is that Carter's a good dude. I liked Michael Carter, but the reality is the New York Jets have a promising rookie, and his name is Izzy Abanikanda, baby. That should get you excited. Now, I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, Izzy is going to go out there and be a dog, because we still have Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook. So it's not like Izzy's going to get a lot of carries and he's going to lead the Jets in rushing, but we need some type of spark to this offense. And now we got fresh legs and a rookie running back who looked really freaking good, by the way, in the preseason. Izzy looked phenomenal in the preseason. So let's get new legs in the building. Let's spark some running game, and let's go beat the damn Buffalo Bills. Folks, hit that thumbs up button on your way into the show. We have breaking news. Michael Carter, the running back, is gone. Out of here. The New York Jets have cut Michael Carter, and he is no longer a member of the New York Jets. Cut. Waived. He will go to the waiver wire, and a team is going to definitely claim this guy. 110%. Folks, don't forget to hit that like button. But again, this is telling you that the Jets are excited about Izzy. The Jets are excited about Izzy. And you should be too. You should be too. I'm telling you right now, it'll be really hard for Izzy to be any worse than what Carter brought to the Jets this season. And it hurts me to say that. I love Michael Carter. He's a dog. He's great. But what does this tell me? That Robert Saleh's not messing around. He's holding his players accountable. Because everybody kept saying Saleh's not holding his teammates accountable. He's not holding his players accountable. I was at the game, and I watched Robert Saleh with my own eyes let one, and maybe the cameras didn't catch it, but I saw Saleh screaming at Michael Carter, and he did not see the field after his penalty. And then they cut his ass. You want to talk about holding your players accountable? This is like beyond holding your players accountable. This is it. Like, this is a big shift of the organization. Things are starting to shift here. Things are starting to shift here. Relegating Michael Carter to the bench was not going to work. All right? It's not going to work. When you have a rookie running back like Izzy, who is ready to freaking go, who's biting at the bit, that's why you make this move. That's why you make this move. And I still believe that the Jets did not want to cut Michael Carter, but they presented to him saying, hey, we are going to make a shift here. We're going to give Izzy his NFL debut, and you're going to be a healthy scratch against Buffalo. And I'm assuming Michael Carter, hearing that news, was like, if you're not going to play me, cut me. Go let me find a new home. And that's probably what happened. Now, I know that, some people are not satisfied. All right, well, now cut C.J. Uzomah. Cut Zach Wilson. Come on now. They're not cutting Zach Wilson, all right? But this is definitely interesting stuff. This is definitely interesting stuff, folks. If you're just tuning into the show, we have breaking news. Michael Carter is cut. He is no longer a member of the New York Jets. He is no longer a member of the New York Jets. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. Now, this is something that the Jets got to figure out. How can they utilize Michael Carter? I'm sorry. How can they utilize Izzy? Right? You're not going to just give him all the carries over Breece Hall. Is he going to get some carries over Dalvin Cook? I don't know. But the Jets definitely got to do it, man. Jimmy Jet says, I didn't say cut them, just deactivate them or move them down the chart. Now there's people saying cut them all. I mean, listen, man. The next up, C.J. Uzomah is a veteran. He needs to know better. And if there's anybody that knows he has to be better, it's C.J. himself. And C.J. is bringing no positivity to this team. No positivity to this team. But who's on the practice squad? Zach Kuntz? Kenny Yeboah is still even on the practice squad? I don't even know. So the Jets got to continue to keep doing their dues. So, listen, I know that this move is not going to satisfy everybody, and it shouldn't. It shouldn't satisfy you guys. I understand you want more. But Michael Carter was bringing no value to this team. Oh, well, neither is CJ Uzomah. Okay, well, you're never satisfied then. The Jets are trying to spark a new life here. And again, the biggest reason for this move is Izzy Abanikanda. And I'm just going to say this. I do not expect the Jets to cut CJ Uzomah. That's just me. I'm not saying that they shouldn't. I'm just saying I don't expect them to. He's a, you know, I just don't expect him to do it. I think that his playing time should be reduced if I'm the Jets. For sure. He literally is a negative piece to this team. So I'm down for it. I just don't see it happening. Because Michael Carter, you saw him get into it with his running back coach earlier in the year against the Patriots. And you could tell that Carter's a very emotional player where if things don't go his way, he really gets upset. Julian with the $2. Wasn't Carter in the same draft class as E. Moore? Yes, he was. Elijah Moore and Michael Carter were in the same draft class. Thank you for the $2. Jets going to beat the Bills? Yeah, they are. Come on now. If we're being fair, he hasn't been good since we got Brees. Believe me, he wasn't tradable. That's why we cut him. Shots fired for Uzomah. Yeah, I mean, it seemed like the Jets were trying to trade Carter, but they couldn't. So, what started it was the one game that he was yelling at the coach, I believe. It was the Patriots game. Yeah, I just brought that up. 100%. 100%. Drama Queen draft class. The only gem of that draft class is Michael Carter II, who is a gem, who needs to get extended. Richie, my brother, did you hear the Michael K show from Monday? Saleh was very forthcoming and gave good insight. Just saying. I didn't. I heard bits and pieces of it, but I did not watch or listen to the entire interview. But he did reference, Saleh did mention that they are going to make a move. And I did hear the clip of him telling to Michael K that there was a player that they benched, and he was referring to Michael Carter. He didn't want to say his name. What team will pick up Carter? I could see the Browns getting him, reuniting him with Elijah Moore, for sure. I mean, what team needs running back? I don't know. Y'all got the dude from Pitt. He's nice. Exactly. This is why this is not bad news for the Jets, in my opinion, bro. Because we got Izzy, who's ready to go. We've been stocking up. And for the people that don't know who he is, you're going to learn him. You're going to learn his name. His name's below. All right? This is a guy who I am very excited about. Fresh legs, can change things up. He can change things up very fast. So, let's go. What am I jinxing, J.E.? What am I jinxing? I don't even know what I'm jinxing. Watch Hard Knocks. He's a beast. Yeah, bro. It's Izzy's time. Now, again, this is news that kind of came out of nowhere. He killed it in preseason. Yes, he did. Are people not... So, I really believe that Izzy is going to go crazy. I do. I remember watching him in the preseason. I'm like, bro, we got the next big rookie running back. And now here we are. Izzy scores the first touchdown the next game. Take that to the bank. Imagine. Now, the one thing I will say is I don't know what the load is going to be like with the running backs. You still got Breece Hall. You still got Dalvin Cook. You throw in Izzy. You got 3 running backs. I think that they got to still feature Izzy. Give him some balls. Give him some carries. go. Safe flight, Mikey. Thanks for nothing. Appreciate it. Maybe they starting to listen. This better put players on notice. You make stupid bonehead penalties and kill them. You got that simple. Yeah, this sets a standard. This sends a message into the locker room, by the way. This sends a message into the locker room. They're not messing around. They're not messing around. Okay? The AFC's roundtable is every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern and every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So tomorrow night. Richie about to be another A-chain, Richie. Hey, they don't know about him. Let him sleep. Let him sleep, Ronnie. They don't know about him. Let him sleep. Breece Hall and Izzy about to go wild together. And should I even say Dalvin? Because Dalvin looked good against the Raiders. Not going to lie. This was an accountability thing, and it should resonate in the room. Yes, absolutely. This sends a message, bro. This sends a message. I think we should use Cook and Breece and keep them on the field at the same time. Breece can flex into the slot. I agree. They got to get more creative. They got to get more creative offensively. This could spark some new life into this thing. Let's spark a new life. Izzy. Let's go. What running back are you referring to, Rube? Dalvin? Dalvin had 4 carries. Watch him play at Pitt. He is a beast. Broke Tony Dorsett's single-game rushing record and scored 6 touchdowns and 320 yards. Yeah, the man's a dog. He's just got to hopefully get the carries and hopefully have some running lanes and capitalize. Ray with the $5. Is it possible, Michael Carter asked to be released because of getting benched last game? Either way, I'm glad Izzy's getting a shot. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Now, this is my theory. This is my theory. I don't know anything, but if I do assume what happened behind closed doors, this is what happened. The Jets benched Michael Carter in the middle of the game against the Raiders, and then they probably made a decision. Izzy's going to make his debut, and Michael Carter is going to go to the bench and be a healthy scratch. And they probably presented that to Michael Carter and told him straight up, this is what we're doing. Izzy's going to make his debut. You are going to be a healthy scratch. And I'm assuming Michael Carter took that news and said, if you're not going to play me, cut me. I do not want to be a healthy scratch. I want to play football. And the Jets are probably like, okay, then we'll cut you. That is my assumption. That's my assumption on what happened. Thank you for the $5, Ray. Michael Carter messed it up for himself. I mean, if you have a back-breaking penalty the way that you did, and your job, by the way, and let me just reference this. Not only did he have a penalty, but he had a penalty in his only responsibility of the Jets. Michael Carter's responsibility for this Jets team has been being a third down back and being a pass blocking running back. And he got a crack block penalty. I mean, we need hands-on for wide receivers. Start Brownlee. Brownlee's the next man. Izzy gets busy. What's up, Richie? It's Izzy gets busy time. Maybe. Maybe. Jets can't do anything without a stupid penalty making them look like amateurs. Yeah, every positive play that they had, it felt like they got penalized for it. I'm not sure how much is going to move the needle on offense. Uzama is the one that needs to be removed from the lineup. Yeah, I mean, what this is going to do is potentially add a new spark. And obviously, Uzama is a guy that needs to be held accountable too. But this is a player in Izzy Abanikanda. And you look around the NFL, if there's one position that you can have confidence that they're going to thrive as a rookie, it's a running back position. The proof is there. Majority of rookie running backs play good. And now this is Izzy's chance. Let's go Jets, baby. We got a Vikings fan in the chat. What's up, dude? Welcome to the show. Guys, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. We appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning into the chat. If you're new to the channel, my name's Richie. I cover the Jets here on Jets Media. We just hit 20,000 subscribers a few weeks ago, and we were inching close to 21,000 subscribers. If you guys want to help out your boy, go hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. Richie, how was your experience in Vegas? Vegas was great outside of the game. I went to the Sphere, which was awesome. Saw a postcard from Earth. I was hanging out at the Circa, the largest sports book in the world, playing blackjack, having a lot of fun. And then the Jets happened. Izzy won't even play that much. This was done so Dalvin can get more carries. I don't know. I think the Jets are going to use Izzy. I do. I'm not saying he's going to get 10-plus carries, but I think that he's going to get involved. I really, really do. Shouldn't have dealt him. Didn't he have some interest at the point? I'm pretty sure the Jets tried to move him, and they couldn't. Richie, did you put money on the Jets at the sports book? Yes, I did. I would admit it. I did. Okay. First time in Vegas. All right, I'll put money on my Jets. I'm here for the Jets. If we win, let's go. If we lose, we lose. And we lost some money. Sad. I did win on my Knicks bet, though. Take that. NY Jets 24. Steven with a $10 super chat. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that big time. Richie, it's a shame. I read that many teams acquired about Michael Carter at the trade deadline. The Jets should have traded him and acquired picks. We need more picks. Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like the Jets did not want to get rid of him at the time, or there was not a team that they could figure out a deal. But here we go. Appreciate the super chat. Let me know your guys' thoughts about the super chat. Should the Jets have cut Michael Carter or tried to trade him? At the end of the day, you got to react to what's going on in the present moment, and the Jets did just that. The Jets just cut one of their own players who had a big issue. Appreciate the super chat. Big time $10 donation. Saw someone say they had a players only meeting today. Did they, Kelly? I'm not sure. I would love to hear if they did. I really hope they did. Where did you hear that, Kelly? I'd love to try to figure it out if they did or not. CJ and Lazard have done nothing other than those stupid question of favorite movie. And who would you be as a superhero? Oh, this made me laugh. That's hilarious. So true. Oh, that's hilarious. Keeping my eye on the Browns. Go Gangrene. Yeah, I definitely could see Carter go to the Browns. I really doubt Michael Carter requested release. This was just a message sent to the rest of the team. Definitely a shot across the bow for Uzama. Just saying. Absolutely, hater. You know it. You think Garrett Wilson said it? Someone send me where he said that. How does cutting Carter improve Zach Wilson? Maybe it'll help the run game. I don't know how this is a losing move. I mean, you literally cut a player who has no positive impact. You just cut someone who took away a great throw from Zach on third down. You cut someone who dropped the pass on third down, and you're giving your rookie an opportunity. I don't know how this is a losing move, but sure. You need something new. You need something new. Sup, Richie? Hope you're doing good, brother. Been a minute since I tuned in. Thank you for tuning in, Chuck Fins Up. I'm doing well, at least I think. Garrett Wilson was on Barton Hahn today. Did he say they had a meeting? Oh my gosh. I don't want to cut Uzama. I just want to start Ruckert over him. He and Carter are locker room guys. I don't think we can lose both. Yeah, I mean, I know that Uzama, everyone wants to cut his ass, but I really don't think that's going to happen because he's a locker room presence. I'd rather just not play him as much, personally. Rick with the $10. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. My fave Jets account. Thank you for grinding in spite of all the misery. Oh, Rick, it's been my job, man. I started this channel when we sucked, and they've continued to suck since. So, Rick, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for the opportunity to tune into my channel, man. I really do appreciate you big time. I mean, a Phillies fan watching Jets media. Thank you, my man. Thank you so much. Richie, how do I send you the link? Just put the link in the chat, or just tell me what Twitter account posted it. Was trying to go back and find it. I seen a couple random Twitter posts, but nothing in depth. Maybe they're just going off what he said in the interview that he wanted to have one. Yeah, I did hear him say that he wanted to have one, but I haven't seen anywhere that he actually had one. Thank you for doing the research, Kelly. I appreciate you. Uh-oh, Timothy's just hearing the news. Breaking news. Michael Carter's out of here. What I don't get is how people go in other teams' chat to be annoying. Life must be that dull. Hey, man, that's the world we live in, James. Will Izzy be third down back? It could be. I'm not sure. But that's what Carter was. When did I ever say Michael Carter wouldn't be cut? When did I say that? Someone please let me know. Him being cut was never even on my mind. I said that he was going to get benched, not cut. So now you're putting words in my mouth. I don't know what you're talking about. And yeah, I did like Michael Carter as a locker room guy for sure. But he also got into it with the coach this year. So he's not been showing like a leader. He's a good locker room guy because he's funny and he's a good players guy. But when it comes to like holding his own teammates accountable and stuff, this year he hasn't shown that ability. Michael Carter did not do anything positive for this team yet, bro. Just seeing it, so you might have answered, but who will be being the third down back? It could be Izzy, or they might just roll with Brees. Michael Carter was trash. Yeah. He did nothing productive this year. Even if Rodgers is back by mid-December, I highly doubt we will still be in the playoff contention by then. We have Miami, Bills, Atlanta, Texans, and Miami again. Yeah, the only way that we are in playoff contention is beating the Bills, beating the Dolphins once out of these two tries, and you got to beat Atlanta and Texans. I mean, we dug ourselves into this hole where that's what we have to do. Not going to be easy. Not saying I'm guaranteeing it. The Texans obviously look like a really good football team with C.J. Stroud. The Falcons are no slouch either. But if the Jets have a chance to get into playoff contention for Aaron Rodgers' return, we have to beat the Bills this Sunday. We have to beat the Dolphins one of the next two times. And we got to beat, it's a tall task, but you have to do that because of losing to the Raiders. If we beat the Raiders, we wouldn't be in the situation of relying on all that stuff to be in our favor. That's the reality of it. Carter is a good back, unlike Cook. Well, Dalvin Cook is a 4-time Pro Bowler, all pro. What has Michael Carter done to prove that he's a good back other than his rookie season? And I loved Michael Carter. I'm not trying to talk crap on him. I loved him. I think he was a great human. He kept things funny in the locker room. He entertained us all on One Jets Drive and Hard Knocks. But for you to say Carter is a good back, unlike Dalvin Cook, I don't know about that. I mean, listen, Dalvin Cook has not done anything this year to prove that he is, that Pro Bowl self. But what has Michael Carter proved? Feels like a hollow move to appease Jets fans' need for change. I'm stopping you right there. Robert Saleh and the New York Jets do not do anything to approve the fans. I'm not even going to read the rest of whatever this says. That's not it. Nope. This move is not to please the fans. Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh does not give a crap about what the fans have to say. I've learned that. Because if that was the case, then they would be doing a lot of things differently if they're trying to please the fans. They are not trying to do it. I'm not even going to read. I don't know. This move is not for the fans, man. It's not for the fans. I'm not reading that. Carter couldn't shake a tackler, not so fast, and looks like he lost his quickness. Yeah, I mean, he had a great rookie season, sophomore slump, and then this year he's done nothing. The players love him. It will send a message. Change. Yes. Think of it like this. We have 4 wins, and we can go 2-2 the next 4. Then we get Rodgers back and go 4-0. It will be 4-0. 10 wins. Okay. What's Izzy's touchdown prop going to be on Sunday? Plus 1,200. Izzy to the hizzy. Book it. I probably think it'll be higher odds than that. Plus 2,000. What's up, Caden? Hey, Richie. I'm shocked by this move. I'm okay with it, but sad at the same time. He was awesome in 21. He's a great guy, but he has not been good. Hope Izzy balls out. Exactly. This was a good move. I just want the team to play better as a whole. You and me both, James. You and me both. We need Izzy in the red zone. It's just so unfortunate knowing without this damn Rodgers injury, we'd be so good. I seriously wonder to myself every Sunday what could have been if Rodgers was playing. Yeah, me too, bro. That guy don't know what he's talking about. If they try to please the fans, they would have bet. Oh, yeah. I mean, you talk about pleasing the fans. Trevor Siemian would be your quarterback if the Jets ran this organization about pleasing the fans. I bet he joins more in Cleveland. He is going to the waivers, so the Browns have to put in a claim and be the only team to put in a claim. So I don't know where the Browns are at in the waiver wire, but I can definitely see him go. Why not just demote him to the practice squad and elevate Izzy? Because, and this is my theory, Ty, there's no way that the Jets went up to Michael Carter and told him, we're going to make you, first of all, you can't demote someone to a practice squad. It would have to be just him being a healthy scratch. And that's what probably would happen. The Jets probably went up to Michael Carter and said, we're going to make a move. You're going to the bench. You're going to be a healthy scratch. Izzy's getting the job. And Michael Carter probably said, if you're not going to play me, cut me. And the Jets cut him to send a message. You can't demote someone in football to the practice squad. That's not how it works. This isn't it's not how it works. I could see him going to Cincinnati, Tampa, or New England. Yeah, let him go to New England. We have Izzy and another running back on the practice squad, so that's why Carter got released. Yes, exactly. I really wish the Jets would listen to the fans. Should have signed another quarterback the day after Rodgers went down. Brownlee should be active, and we should have traded for Ezra at the deadline. Yeah, we know best. Listen to the fans. Someone will be taking him off the wire for sure. No doubt about it. Michael Carter is going to get picked up. 110%. 100%. Sad it didn't work. I thought MC was going to get cut last year after his outburst. Not surprised by this. Yeah, I mean, that's something else that you guys had to realize. The outburst that he showed on the sidelines is not good. If you're a player that's going to have that type of outburst on the sidelines, doesn't look good as a leader. I see Carter going to the Vikings because Madison is hurt. I can see that too. Richard, do you think there'll be other moves made this week in coaching staff or players being cut? This week, I would have to assume this is the only move like this. Anything can happen, but I have to assume this is the last one. Richie, you're my favorite Jet streamer. Thank you, Vessel. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate the support. Now that they got rid of MC, it's time to get rid of the real problems that are hindering this offense. Hackett, Lazard, and all the rest of Rodgers' buddies. Unfortunately, it's harder to do that than it is to just get rid of Carter. We are unfortunately linked to Lazard financially for a long time. 4 years, $44 million. I don't know. I got to look at the contract details to see when they can get out of that deal, but that contract not looking good. And Hackett's not going anywhere. I mean, Rodgers is still trying to come back. Hackett's not going anywhere. That's the reality of it. And then CJ Uzama, he's not going to get cut, but hopefully he'll either figure himself out or just not play as much as he usually does. T. Rivera's in the chat, says, Richie, I believe this is a clear message to all the players in the locker room. If you continue playing undisciplined penalties and mistakes, you're not safe. You can be benched or released. Enough is enough. Absolutely. I agree. This is a message being sent to the whole team. 100%. 110%. You should make a special Izzy touchdown scene with Izzy to the hizzy. It would be funny and cool. He's got to do it. He's got to do it, man. Lazard contract, potential out 2025, 2 years, 22 mil. Okay, so it's a 2-year deal. Thank you for the thank you for that. Gizmo with the $2. Can you compare MC stats to this year to Cook? They're both pretty bad. I mean, what do you want me to do? Cook, I mean, Michael Carter's job here has been third down blocking. And he has, I think that's his second crack block penalty. When you're asked to be a third down running back and protect the quarterback and you have a boneheaded penalty and you can't catch the ball out of the backfield, remember the drop he had earlier? You can argue that Michael Carter has a more negative impact than Dalvin Cook on this team. Yeah, you look at the stats. I'm assuming this guy is talking about Michael Carter has a higher yards per attempt. Are you going to talk about the drops? Are you going to talk about the penalties? I mean, Michael Carter's role with the Jets this season is a third down back. He's not getting carries. He's back out there to be receiving back, and he drops the ball, and he's getting called for crack block penalties not once but twice this season. When the Jets cut CJ Uzama, video coming. I don't see the Jets cutting CJ Uzama, but we shall see. We shall see. Unless he goes out there this week and does the same thing. Rodgers was on McAfee today and dismissed the notion that Hackett is a problem. He said, quote, I won 2 MVPs with him, so it's not him. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Rodgers is going to support his guy 110%. Bootney Farnsworth with a $20 super chat. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. Appreciate the super chat, bro. I appreciate you don't have anything to say, but you gave in a generous $20. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate the $20. Carter has at least 3 drops. What could have been on first downs? Yeah, but he's averaging like 4 yards per attempt on 8 carries. I donated to Dan. Now I donate to you. Love you, boys. Dan the man from Canada. Thank you so much, my friend. Excited for Izzy. Me too, man. This is really good. I cannot wait for Izzy to get the ball, man. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Woo. All right. What's your guys' expectations for Izzy? Is Izzy going to get busy or is he going to stink? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. What's your expectation from Izzy right now? Is he actually going to be utilized or not? Who's Izzy? So Izzy Abanikanda is our rookie running back. You see him right there underneath Michael Carter. He is a 5th-round pick from Pitt, and he's our rookie running back who lit up preseason. Looked phenomenal in the preseason and was a dog in the preseason. He's a rookie who has been waiting patiently for his opportunity, and now he's going to get his job. Now he's going to get his opportunity. And if you look around the league and you watch rookie running backs, usually they play good as rookies. Let's go, baby. He can't be worse than Carter. It's impossible unless he has penalties and drops balls. Minimal snap count this weekend for him would be my guess. Probably bring him in slow like they did with Ruckert. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not expecting him to get a lot of carries because we still got Brees the Beast. But definitely expect Izzy to get some run. Not much from Izzy, unfortunately. Brees is our bell cow, and it will trickle to Cook. But either way, we need better calling from Hackett. I agree. He got hurt in preseason, if I'm remembering. Yes, he did. But he still balled out when his opportunity presented itself. The Jets will play him. I don't care if he falls flat in Buffalo. Get some reps and let him play. He'll grow up. Yeah, dude. 100%. Need to get Brees and Izzy to outside. All Hackett runs is A-gap, blast for 2 yards. Blast for 2 yards. Yeah, we need more offensive juice from the running backs. No doubt about it. We need more offensive juice from the running backs. Get him some checkdowns and watch him work. Why not? Why? I wish we don't have to rely on checkdowns for our running backs to be successful. Why can't we just hand the ball off and let them do work? Where has that been all year? Let's go. We need more offense, and this is something that the Jets are doing to kind of just implement it. They're trying to implement some offense. So, folks, if you're just tuning into the show, we got some breaking news. The New York Jets have cut Michael Carter, 2021 draft pick. And now Izzy is going to get his opportunity. So we shall see what this does. Are they going to take away Dalvin Cook's opportunities now and give it to Izzy? Because Dalvin's running back too. Hey, Rich, you going to be in the same studio next year? Probably not. I also want to make a video for anyone wondering or curious. I kind of want to do a studio tour video. Let me know if anybody's worried. Not worried. Let me know if anyone's curious and would be intrigued to watch that. I definitely want to show you guys what the studio looks like because from your guys' perspective, it seems like my studio is just this when there's a whole other section over there that's off camera. I definitely want to do that. But my lease ends in February. It goes through February and ends in March. So I'm probably going to get a new studio for next year or maybe even get an apartment or something. I don't know. Things I'm thinking of. Some business decisions have to be made soon. This smells like a cut due to the first act of revolt building up in the locker room. Players are acting, likely getting fed up with the Rodgers inflicted as mandating that we can't change anything. We love you, Richie, even though I don't your team. I appreciate you, Jonathan. I think Izzy needs to eat and get more touches than Dalvin. I agree. Want to see a pony set and put pressure on linebackers covering Brees and Izzy out of the backfield. I don't think we saw one pony set this season. We saw that last year with LaFleur. Rick with the $50. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate this. How has Joe Judge been doing? He was with the Eagles. He did well here, Eagles. Curious, want a studio tour. Isn't Joe Judge with the Patriots, or am I completely wrong? Let me check. Joe Judge is currently with the Patriots. Yeah, he's an assistant head coach for the Patriots. He's not with the Eagles. He did well here. I don't know. Curious, want a studio tour. Yeah, I would love. I'm definitely going to do a studio tour for sure. For anybody curious, I know some of you guys don't give a crap, but I just want to have it documented for my own self because I'm not going to have this space forever. It's a lease. I definitely want to show you guys. But Rick, I appreciate the $50 super chat, and I will give you a studio tour for sure. Thank you so much for the $50. No problem at all. And Joe Judge is the assistant head coach for New England. So if the Patriots do fire Belichick, which I don't think is going to happen, then he is going to be the head coach, which is wild. Bootney, shot fired. More action, less talking. Liked Bam Knight better than MC32. Michael Carter had an entitled air, which produced nothing. Interesting. Interesting, Bootney. Appreciate the $5, my man. Kevin says cut was overdue, but third string player, a scapegoat. It's not a scapegoat, guys, when you have a player in Izzy that you want to play. It would be different if they cut Michael Carter and they had nobody ready to go. The Jets are excited about their rookie Izzy, and they wanted to give Izzy an opportunity. And the only chance they had to give Izzy an opportunity is to bench or cut Carter. And obviously benching him is not going to work because Carter is going to not allow that to happen. He's going to be upset. So I don't look at this as a scapegoat. I look at this as the Jets want new life on their offense. Their run game stinks right now. They can't run the ball with Breece Hall. They can't run the ball with Dalvin Cook, even though he looked pretty good in his limited reps against the Raiders. They can't do it, so they got to show some spark. So they're making a move. He's not the scapegoat. Same as you can't fire the terrible OC. Yeah, we can't. Richie, my boy. Can any of our defensive backs play receiver? Maybe Sauce. I can see that. Are you ever going to be the studio during the roundtable? Sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm not. I like to be home for the roundtable because it goes late. Carter was a 4th rounder. Yes, he was a 4th round pick. When do we ever throw the ball downfield? Never. Even if we don't complete it, we still get PI. Keeps the defense honest. I agree. You got to be aggressive. Throw the ball. Throw the ball. Folks, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, we are nearing 21,000. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button on your way into the show. We had some breaking Jets news. Jets have cut running back Michael Carter, which definitely comes to a shock. It happened live when I was on my podcast. Hit that like button, folks. We're at 160 likes. We appreciate you all. Richie, my Dolphins are undefeated at home. You think we beat the Raiders? Yeah, the Raiders are not a good football team, and the Jets could not beat them. So I don't know what to say, but the Raiders are not going to win. I hope they win. But the Dolphins are definitely going to beat the Raiders. Anything can happen. It's the NFL. We shall see. Was this the only move we made? Yes, so far. Hey, Richie, why do you think Brownlee is not getting a chance already? Because they're not going to bench Lazard. That's the reality. They have so much money invested in Lazard, and they're hopeful that he can figure it out. That's Lazard is the reason for it. Now, I'm not saying that's the right or wrong move, but that is probably the reason. James going in with someone in the chat. Dalvin Cook was held just so he wouldn't go to another team because they are not putting him into a position to succeed. Well, it's because we have Breece Hall. Whitehead has caught more passes. How about Whitehead with 4 picks on the season? No one's going to talk about that, though. Everyone hated on him all season. I would always say some good things about Whitehead, and everyone's like, Reggie, Whitehead sucks. All right, cool. Come on. Dolphins will put a 30 spot on Raiders. Raiders beat 2 worst offenses in football. Yeah. That's the sad part of it. That's the sad part of it. Rick with the $10. Again, Rick, thank you so much. Joe Douglas used to be. That's who I meant. That's correct. Joe Douglas used to be on the Eagles. So you are 100% correct, Rick. You said, let me get back. How has Joe Judge been? You said Joe Judge, meaning Joe Douglas. So how has Joe Douglas been doing? Who's with the Eagles? He did well here with the Eagles. Curious, want a studio tour. Yeah, so you are an Eagles fan, Rick. And Joe Douglas was a dog with you guys. And listen, Joe Douglas deserves some blame for what's going on with the Jets for sure. No doubt about it. But I still believe in him. I still believe that he has built this team to where it is. And I still got faith that he's the right guy for the job for the future. Appreciate the super chat as always, Rick. Time for Sauce or Reed to pick 6, Josh. We need 2 defensive scores to win. Unfortunately, we do. So that's what it comes down to. We're mourning the loss of Michael Carter, but we're also exciting for the new youth movement. Let's go, Izzy. What you got for us, Izzy Abanikanda? Let's get to 200 likes, folks. 200 likes. Let's get a 200 like. 25 more. If you had to sum it up as a percentage, what do you think the Jets' odds to make the playoffs? Not likely. Right now, they're sitting at like a 5% chance, 10%, 3%. I don't know. Morning was a wrong word to use, but we're just saying goodbye, rather. We got Brees. We're good. Just saying. Play the young guys. Let's go. Hell yeah. This is the right answer. Playoffs? Can we score a touchdown first? That's the right answer. We can't score a touchdown, folks. Our life's dependent on it. Our only touchdowns this year has been explosive plays from Brees Hall, feels like. Well, this news came out of nowhere. Definitely curious to hear more of you guys' thoughts. I'm curious. I think that the majority of you guys are definitely all in on this. Definitely feels like Jets fans are kind of on the fence with this news, right? They're definitely on the fence with this news. But I definitely wanted to go live and give you guys my overall thoughts, my overall reactions to it. So I appreciate all 300 plus, 400 plus people that tuned in to the show. I'm going to wrap things up here. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out, guys. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the support on the channel. Really helps out the channel, guys. And until next time, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm out of here. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for all the donations. And thank you all for the support. I'll catch you guys next time. Let's go, Jets. Peace out, everybody.